Alright, so boom. Remember when I said this?
Acknowledge that you made a mistake and apologize, and try to make sure it doesn't happen again. Needi VT, a content creator I personally like, is a good example of this in my opinion.
Well, yeah, that didn't really age well. Needi has done some things that made niggas turn their head and push some people over the edge, leading to Needi's graduation, air quotes. And I'm going to talk about it and do my usual clowning.
Damn, StaticTokyo.
So for those that don't know, Needi, aka Juliet, does this thing where she will buy and adopt, or design, rig it, and do giveaways, with the supposed motive of helping someone boost their VTuber escapades. Now sometimes they will take a design or model, rig it, and then resell it with the rig fee included, which means they are selling it for higher than they bought it, which doesn't seem like an issue. But in this case, and in cases in the past, which I don't think I will touch on in this video to be honest, became a problem. So you see what had happened was, Needi bought a design that was priced at 4 bands. However, with Mau, the seller, having medical issues, she agreed to have it lowballed and sold it to Needi for 2K.
I think I'm about to steal!
But then, Needi went and sold it to another person at 4K.
This shit is actually trash!
Which is weird, considering that the original price for the model was 4K, but she paid 2K for it. That seems like some PS5 scalper shit, not gonna hold you. Needi then also charged an extra 1,000 for add-ons. The seller was cool with charging 2K plus the 1K for the extra add-ons, but not 4K plus the 1K. And when Mau went and brought this up with Needi, Needi was basically saying that they were upfront the whole time, other than not saying how much they were actually going to resell it for, and stated that they were straightforward about it being lowballed, which is true. Needi did lowball that shit, which I think personally is a weird thing to do. Especially knowing that Mau, the seller, has medical issues. But again, just my opinion. Turns out, the shawty that sold it to Needi wasn't even supposed to sell it in the first place, because they didn't finish paying for it. Anna, who's the person who had the model originally, went out and tried telling Needi, hey, maybe don't, because the person that sold it to you didn't even pay it completely off yet, and they can't see this as completely good intentions due to Needi not even going to the artist first and asking if she can resell, and even blocked Anna when they reached out privately. Mau and Anna did manage to hash things out though. Just to be clear, Mau was formerly known as Kent, so that's why that's why I'm saying a different name than what's shown in the screenshot. But here's the kicker. Nobody even went to the designer of the model, Buggy, and asked if it was okay to resell or edit their work anyway.
Boy, ain't no fucking way, boy.
And let me clarify that a designer and a model artist can be the same person, but in this case, it isn't. Buggy made the design, and an artist by the name of Morningstar made the model. Morningstar also made a statement on the matter, basically saying that they agreed that whoever bought it from Needi can use it, and they're also now applying stricter rules in the TOS about reselling. The communication is, como se dice, non-existent. Now, you're probably looking at this and wondering, well, if it was all around a shit show, why is Needi getting fucking haymakered to the point that she graduated? Well, if you look above Anna's tweet we just talked about, you see that they were responding to a tweet that was deleted by a user. That user being Needi.
Type shit.
Now, since I've been around the block, I happen to screenshot these tweets before they were deleted. And what I mean by been around the block, I mean I like making the editing process easier on my life, so I screenshot things that are interesting, because if I don't, I'll end up making love to a shotgun. Here, I'm obviously not going to read all of this word for word, so please read them for yourself and form your own opinion. I'll try to summarize, and then I'll give my opinion on why Shotty got her back blown out. You can tell me yours in the comments. Needi starts off by saying that she is aware that she is known as the giveaway person,
last to live wins money,
and that she wanted to do a giveaway for the model she just showed, but this time she wanted to do something for herself and her trip. Now there's a fundamental issue here, okay? Because the trip she is talking about is a lie, kinda. She isn't going anywhere.
I'm about to bomb this whole motherfucking plane.
She's actually talking about her Korean boyfriend visiting her, and when people ask, yo, why the fuck did you word it that way? Shotty was like, oh, it's just easier to say I'm going on a trip.
Is this nigga serious or what?
Nigga, what? It's easier to mislead and basically lie to an audience that you even ask for donations from? I'm starting to actually think y'all lack intelligence. Needi then responds to claims that she is always begging for money, but then buying a lot of adopts. He combats this by saying that she knows she is bad at money management, and that the reason she is broke is due to her spending their entire paycheck on giveaways.
Stop it.
Maybe stop. Maybe. I know it sounds weird. Hey, gang, keep your money in your pocket sometimes. You stop doing that shit. They then go on to say they don't see how that makes them a bad person. Now, me personally, that's not what makes me view them as a bad person per se. The fact you lowballed someone, didn't communicate clearly enough about how much you're actually reselling it for, didn't talk to the model or design artist, in fact, even blocked the original owner when they tried to talk to you privately about the matter, that's probably why niggas are looking at you sideways. She also addresses the claim that she convinces artists to do fan art for the models and then sells them for profit. She claims that that just straight up isn't true, and that the fan art events are optional for artists to do. And out of the 3 times she hosted this fan art event alongside a model, only once was the model sold at a set price, where the other 2 were given away completely for free. Needi also responds to the people that say it's unfair that she buys and outbids people for designs and then sells them for more. She basically says, shit, sounds like a you problem. She didn't say it like that. That would have been a dickhead. But, you know, you can read it on the screen. Use your eyeballs. She then goes on to say that they are free to save up and get a custom model of their dreams instead of buying adopts, which, I'm not gonna lie, that seems like a dickhead response, low-key. You basically told the nigga to do a money spread. Needi then goes on to say that they do a lot of things for those who can't do it on their own. My opinion, statement kind of feels like a deflection to me personally. Kind of like, yeah, I'm sorry I took the last scoop of ice cream that you were gonna eat, but I'm gonna give it away to someone else because I'm a good human. It's like, well, damn, yeah, I mean, that's cool, but I still want my ice cream though. Needi then explains why she resold the model for more than double the dinero. She claims that she sold the model for the original asking price, which I think is weird considering she got it for like half off basically. And then she planned to rig the model also, which would be like $350, not including the amount of expressions, toggles, and other shit. They then purchased stuff from other design artists for around $320. Oh yeah, she was also redesigning the design without asking. And since Needi was putting their own money and time into the model, the price was raised. Now, in my opinion, her raising the price for doing all this makes sense. However, if you continue to read the statement, Needi literally says she read the artist's TOS and saw that you can't resell the model.
Are you fucking dumb?
So, like, why didn't you read that shit before you bought it? She claims that since the model was resold once before, which was to Mau Mau, that buying it from Mau Mau and then reselling it herself would be fine. And now that she thinks about it, she realizes that doesn't make any sense. She understands her mistake and she is contacting the artist and doing what needs to be done for this to be corrected. And then says that the one time they tried doing something for themselves, which is they're talking about their quote-unquote trip, which wasn't even really a trip, but whatever. And then now that she sees this against TOS, she is going to fix it. And then of course, goes and delete this whole tweet. And while yes, some people definitely were going apeshit because that's just how the internet is, Needi was blocking basically anyone that was critical of her in any way. Even deleting stuff when people try bringing it up. Now I'm going to be real, as shitty as this whole situation is, Needi somehow figured out a way to dig it even deeper. How exactly? Talking on stream. And I think we all remember what happened last time she talked on stream. Now, she proceeds to go on stream and say and do some rather odd things, in my opinion.
And I'm just so bumfuzzled. Why I'm getting attacked and not the original owner who sold it to me and told me I have permission to sell it for higher, and who still owes the previous owner money.
Like, why would you say that out loud? There was other things in this VOD as well. She was reading things under her post and blocking people. Granted, some of those niggas did deserve a block, but she even said that she is kind of just blocking without looking at what is being said.
I won't see it if you call me out. Like I said, I read the first line and then I just block.
And even in the VOD admitted to her fuck up. Now, in my opinion, Needi could have honestly came back from this. There's people that have come back from way worse. The whole graduating, but not really graduating since you're active on Twitch and Discord still, and locking your Twitter account, I feel like didn't need to happen. I think if Needi just went, ah shit, my bad, and then just did the steps of correcting it without going on stream and talking about it, moral of the story is, Needi didn't communicate properly, and when that happens, you know, you end up upselling a model that shouldn't have been resold in the first place, redesigning a model that can't be redesigned without asking. You for some reason block people that tried to tell you, hey, maybe don't do that. You also in a VOD said that you put somewhere around 1,000 of your own money to get things made for it.
That's because I did take 2,000 that I did not put art into, but I did put 1,000 worth of art into. But I was upfront about that I was gonna sell for more, and I did get approval from the model artist.
And if my math serves me correctly, factoring the time you said you wanted to rig it, that would approximately be 350 plus 320 plus 1,000 plus 2,000, 3.8k that it should have actually been sold for if you were to upsell it. But for some reason you decided to upsell at the original price that you didn't pay for. I don't get it. Just be thorough, be 100% honest, and yeah, that's kind of my general consensus. It seems that Needi did pay everyone back, and due to a lot of people not rocking with her, she claims that she did indeed refund as much as she could from people that had commissioned stuff, which led to a lot of things she wanted to do with her partner visit to be canceled.
I'm not sure what they think is too far. I know, like, me losing my job, I thought that would be, you know, probably the furthest part. But they just keep going. They're not stopping. Absolutely. They do. It seems they do want me dead. At this point, it's not holding me accountable, refunding the academy and stuff. They want to take everything that I have. I don't have any more left to give. I'm already negative. I don't have anything. My whole wedding now is canceled. My trip is not canceled, but I can't go to the resorts. I can't go on the hikes. I can't do any of the tourist things that I wanted to do. The whole trip is completely canceled because I can't afford it now.
It's kind of a big deal. What do y'all think? I'll try my best to link as many sources as possible so you can see this all for yourselves, because I'm not your fucking father. From your own opinion. Some people think she's like victimizing herself. Some people think people gone too far. You know, don't go hating on Needi though, because that's some bitch shit. And some people have already took it too far, in my opinion, with, you know, the name calling and the threats. It does appear that effort has or is being made to correct everything, but you know, people on the internet will keep punching until there's nothing left. Alright, I'm gonna start yapping. Bye. I appreciate y'all. Also, Needi is selling their model for like 8k, which is kind of a lot. Needi is apparently coming back under a different alias, I think, a different design. I don't know what's happening. But on like a lighter note, I found the person who has the model now. Go show them support, show them love and shit, you know? Yeah.
Ugh, fuck that StaticTokyo guy.